Hello and welcome. Today I show you how easy it is to create a new user on your Windows 10 computer, laptop or desktop. This works for your laptop or your desktop PC. As long as it's Windows 10 and it's the latest version, it will work. Okay, so let's begin. First option, we have a few options or a few ways to do this. I will start with the easiest one and then leave the more difficult one, more advanced version for later. First option is really easy. Press the start menu, type users. You see add, edit or remove other users. And this moment I have one user on this computer, which is me, now logged in, test. So on this window, all you have to do is click here on add someone else to this PC. And you might add their Microsoft account if you know it. But if you just want to create a local user, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just use this option. I don't have this person signing information. It's a local user for that computer only. And here on the next screen, it's still insisting to use the Microsoft account or create one. I will say add a user without a Microsoft account. Yeah. So here I have to pick a username, new user, or what do you want me to call it? Let's be creative. Test 2. Yeah, no, lame joke. So the password, it will not let you choose the same security question. Just use something, whatever you have there, and this is it's just a test, so I'm just putting some test. Let's say test 2, test 3. You shouldn't do this. You should actually use your something more easy, harder to guess. Put some personal details that nobody knows about you, but not too personal. So, okay, I created the user test 2 with the security questions. Everything is ready to go to the next step. And I press next, and it's done. That easy. Now, there is one user logged into this computer. That's me, test now. And I could start using this account right away. All I have to do now is switch accounts. Press start menu, or if I want to restart it, let's do a restart and see how it looks like, or a logout. So I will sign out, and notice when I'm on the log on screen, on the log screen, I have test and then test 2. You see, I can choose the user from here, and depending on the user and the password, it will log me into the new user account. It's gonna try to set up some things. Now, when you create a new user, it's gonna ask you a few questions about privacy. I suggest you turn off everything there. If you use something, you can turn it back on later. So this is the screen. It looks like just like the same as when you set up the new computer. So you think you chose these options from the beginning, but you have to do it again when you create a new user. So don't use online speech recognition, no location, no handwriting, no diagnostic data, no anything, no advertising. They will still show you ads, but they will not show you personalized ads. It's up to you what you choose. Maybe you want to see personal ads, maybe you don't want to see ads about women, for women, if you're a man, or the other way around. So yeah, it's all up to you what you choose there. I just recommend to turn them off. On this user, even the settings, the taskbar, everything is new. It's like a new computer. And if I want to switch to the other user, here I can switch between them. So now I'm logged in as test 2, as you see with the taskbar. That's test 2. The user now is logged in as test 2, and I can go to switch, log in as the other user, and this can be done at the same time. So you can have 2 active users logged in at the same time, but you can only see the desktop of one user at one specific time. So if I go to Task Manager again and I see the users, you see now I'm logged in as test, and test 2 is disconnected. So if I wanted to close the session from here, I would just sign off and test 2, and that's it. Okay, I will sign off test 2. So it's basically closing its session. Now I will show you a more advanced way to create the user, and you can pretend you know this stuff, but you will know it actually. Once you see it, it's pretty good. If you know this already, I'm really sorry to show you some really basic things, but a lot of people don't know these things, and it's really useful to have 2 users on a computer where you can customize your settings how you like, and someone else can log in with their customized settings, and you're not gonna have problems of what default browser someone uses or the background, the desktop background. It's really nice to have multiple users on one computer. This I will tell you for sure. So another option to create a new user, you go to computer management, and the easiest thing is to go to this PC, like my computer, right click, manage, and this is the computer management console. This one is also a very useful program to learn and to know what it does. Here you can see the event viewer on Windows, logs, and you can see details about what's happening on your computer if there is a problem. But what we're interested in now is the users. So you can also add groups if you wanted to, but let's just add a user. So as you see, we have the test and test 2 users already there. Administrator, default account, guest, and this other one they're all disabled. This down pointing arrow means that the account is disabled, and that's a good thing. We only need those 2. To create a new user, it's super simple. Right click here in any white space, new user, and you have this window where I would say username. Let's be really creative, shall we? Test 3, that's pretty nice. And I can choose the full name, description, and you can type whatever you like there. And the password. And here, because you are an advanced user here, you can force the user to change their password when they log on. This is to make their password private, so you don't know it, you don't need to know it, and it's only their account. And you can, if you disable that, you can set the password to never expire or not to be able to change the password at all. I recommend to set it like this, leave it like this, so they will change the password when they log in the first time, and it will also expire when it's time to change it. It's good to change the password sometimes. So after I did this, all the username and everything in the password, I press create. As you notice in this interface, it didn't ask me anything about the Microsoft account, none of that. So if you don't want to see all that stuff, you might want to use this option. Create. It's gone, and I could create a new one if I wanted, but it's okay, this is enough. Close, and it's there. I'm gonna sign out just so you see exactly how it goes. And now I have test 2, test 3, 3 users. So I'm gonna log on with the new user. And you see this, it's telling me the password needs to be changed before signing in. That's pretty nice, I think. So I will change the password. It works. That's done. The same screens, the same settings. It's gonna try to convince me to turn on some of those options. Depending on where you live, you might not see this. I'm not sure if everyone would see the same screens or if they will look the same. Just read what you see on the screen and decide for yourself if you accept or you don't accept. I will choose no. So welcome. And now it's again, if I use Task Manager, I will see the user test 3 is logged in. So I'm gonna switch to my main user test. And from here, from the test, you see that the previous user had the Task Manager opened, but this one doesn't see anything. So I have test 3 disconnected because now I'm logged in as test. So that's it, how you create the users. But what if I want to remove a user? Pretty simple. First, sign off the user, test 3. I recommend to go to the computer management interface because it's more simple. So right click on this PC, press manage. You go to local users and groups, users. That's the user you want to make disappear. Right click, delete test 3. You read this and acknowledge that you agree with this. So the user will be gone. Yes, it's done. The data of each user goes into C drive users test 3. And you see, yeah, the data is still there, so that's pretty good. I can access it because Test is an admin on this computer. And if you wanted to copy something from here, from documents, you could, but that user would not be able to log in anymore. If you want to delete the folder, you can try to delete it, and that's it. So, and if you want to copy your files, that's where they are. Everything, your desktop, your documents, pictures, everything is gonna be in the C drive /users, and then your username. That's it. Thank you for watching. And if you find this video helpful, make sure to leave a comment in the video below. Let me know if you use this and how it helps you. Make sure to press the like and share the video with your friends. Tell your friends to subscribe to our channels. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Press the subscribe button below and also press the bell to get notifications when we upload new videos. That's it. Subscribe, like and share, and I will see you next time. I hope you like these videos about Windows. Let me know in the comments if you like them. Thanks. Bye. There used to be one trick, one thing that everyone was doing like this. Right click on the desktop to see how fast the computer is. Don't know if people still do this. I don't do it anymore, but still. This one is pretty fast. Before it used to load, you had to wait for it. Thanks, bye.